What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to talk about a episode I was just watching, Dreamers Pro, right? And he was talking about how LeBron James. There's a big stir and a big controversy about LeBron James ranking in the NBA, his current ranking in the NBA, right? And which I'm not surprised because you talking about LeBron James, 40, 40 something years old, 41 going on 42. So, you would expect him to be his ranking to fall. But now he's ranked at number 20, right? And so that's causing a whole lot of controversy. And I believe like this ranking right here for LeBron James is proof that his stock is dropping, right? And so with his stock dropping, that means that it's already been obvious with his move from Los Angeles to Philly. He took like a 40 something $1 million pay cut to do that, right? That's unprecedented. And so with LeBron James, like he's losing more and more leverage every day. And the way that LeBron James could have maintained or always had leverage, he chose not to do it that way, right? And so now, he's falling off. And you have to, in order for Nike and the NBA to continue to do business with you, you have to be an asset. You have to bring something to the table that they need. And he really don't, everything that LeBron James has is because of Nike. It's because of the NBA, right? And so now this ranking right here, in my opinion, really don't help his situation. So let me play the audio from Dreamers Pro, and then I'm gonna come back and give my opinion and let you know how this affects LeBron James moving forward.
Yes. So we actually want to put it up here. Okay, I thought it was the Athletic, but it's the Ringer. So let's go through the list. All right, let's go from number one all the way down to 20. So at number one, they have SGA. He's ranked number one, basketball savant who confounded defenders all the way to the top. Then they go through some of the stuff: pull up threat, clutch gene, finisher, foul magnet. Right. So they have him. Number two, they have Victor Wembanyama of the San Antonio Spurs, a gargantuan talent out to claim his seat at the forefront of the league, out of this world, human highlight, shot blocking, ridiculous upside. Number three, they have Nikola Jokic, most skilled big in the solar system, his rebounding, feel for the game, passing, virtuoso, and horse guy. Then they have Luka Doncic in number four, perennial MVP candidate and generational talent who is well positioned to reach beyond the rarefied air he's already floating in. Number five, they have Jalen Brunson. Number six, they have Anthony Edwards. Number seven, they have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Number eight, they have Kawhi Leonard. Number nine, they have Cade Cunningham. And number 10, they have Stephen Curry. Number 11, they had Donovan Mitchell. Number 12, they had Karl Anthony Towns. Number 13, they have Jason Tatum. It's interesting. I was just about to say, where's Jalen Brown? Number 14, they have Jalen Brown. Number 15, Tyrese Maxey. Number 17, Kevin Durant. Number 16, no, 15 was Tyrese Maxey. 16 was Kevin Durant. 17 was Scotty Barnes. 18 was Devin Booker. 19 was Jamal Murray. And number 20 was LeBron James, right? And they have, you already know, potential GOAT, passing virtuoso, feel for the game, human highlight. So that's their ranking. Now, I want
All right, so let me stop it right there, right? So you hear LeBron James is ranked number 20 currently, right? And so, like I said, if LeBron James been in the league for a long time, and so it's natural that he fall off like that. But where I think the problem comes in is that LeBron James don't have any leverage outside of what the NBA, has for him, right? And so, like for instance, say if Michael Jordan was on this list and Michael Jordan was 20th out of all those basketball players that they had listed, and they got Michael Jordan listed 20. Michael Jordan still has his body of work of what he did on the basketball court, right? And so Michael Jordan is still beloved by the fans worldwide. And so that's what Michael Jordan brings to the table. LeBron James is not in that situation. LeBron James he's polarizing, right? And so that's good in the short term for clicks and views, and it's good for starting conversation, it's good for debate. But when you try to go into a boardroom and you try to make business deals based on the fact that you're polarizing or people know you in the news, it don't carry like that. It don't carry like that because when people tell you or they say that all publicity is good publicity, that's a myth. It's like not only is it a myth, it's just not true. Anytime, because you have a brand, you want to protect your brand and you want to have a certain image. And then that image is not polarizing. I don't know of any big business or any big brand that is, like have long-term success because they are polarizing. Any exact opposite. Like anytime a business gets some bad publicity, they do everything in their power to right that wrong so they can be in good standing with the public. And that's not the position that LeBron James is in, right? So it's not bad that LeBron James is number 20 on that list. Like I said, been around for a long time. But the sad part about it is that LeBron James had the opportunity 24 years in order to ingratiate himself to the masses, to the people, to create some that bond and give them some everlasting moments that people are going to always remember. And he didn't do that. And so this situation is just sad for LeBron James. It's sad. And his stock is dropping, right? And so if your stock is dropping and you're no longer going to be in the NBA, what good will you be to big companies like big sponsors, Nike, if you can't sell tennis shoes, then what, and you have a lifetime contract with them, and which I think when people say, well, he got this lifetime contract with Nike. All these contracts, every time you sign a contract, there are clauses and stipulations and milestones and thresholds that you must meet in order for that contract to be to be in effect. So just people think that, oh yeah, well, he's got a lifetime $1 billion or 100 million, hundreds of millions of dollars with Nike. It don't go down like that. These guys, these big corporations, man, they cross every T and they dot every I. And so they are aware, of all of the different variables, right? And so any way that this thing could go sideways with LeBron James, they're not gonna be standing there holding the bag, you know. And LeBron James, as a matter of fact, has already leveraged and taken like a loan against the money that he is projected to get from Nike, which I think that him doing that, and he is not even out of the NBA, and he already have to take a loan against his future earnings. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all, man. And so his stock is dropping. Nike and the NBA, like I said, they've been promoting them for 24 years basically. And so you had 24 years of free advertising, and and this is the best you can do. It's just allow them to carry you for all this time. And I just think that the ride for LeBron James is coming to an end. Anytime you see a man take a pay cut the way he did, go from $54 million to $8 million, um, I mean, the writing is on the wall. You don't have to, you don't have to be a rocket science, a rocket scientist to see that wasn't, it wasn't his choice to take a big pay cut like that. And I don't care how LeBron James and Rich Paul frame it, talking about, well, he wanted to go somewhere where he could win. He wanted to go somewhere where he could be appreciated. Somebody give me $54 million, that right there showed me that they appreciate me, right? Somebody giving me $8 million when if I think I'm worth $54 million, then that means that somebody is just lowballed me. So you could put any, they could put whatever spin they want on it. But I said this in previous video, like teams around the league was lowballing LeBron James because they know and they see that he's in a vulnerable position, and it's business. Philly gave him $8 million when they go and make $8 million the first game he played. So after that, they just playing with house money. Yeah, they're gonna make $8 million off the first TV game that, probably way more than $8 million. So yeah, man, this thing right here is just going sideways for LeBron James. And that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.